Libras, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will resonate in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Libras this week? Oh, straight away you've got the Artist card with the King of Cups, with the High Priestess with the Chariot, okay, with the Devil card. So you have 5 cards out, of which 4 are majors and 1 is a suit. It's a King of Cups, sorry. Libra. That means this week you've got lots of big things happening. Not only do you have big things happening, a lot of them you're creating yourself. It's almost like your imagination is creating your reality, but very quickly, very speedily, because you've got the Chariot, you've got the High Priestess. So you could have this energy about you where you're being seen as very psychic this week. And you're like, actually, I'm not that psychic. I'm kind of just creating things as I go with my mind. With the Chariot here and the King of Cups, you also have a very successful relationship, or you're going to. And you could see that kind of start to come into fruition this week. You could kind of feel that brewing already. With the Devil card, it's funny because the Devil card is right at the end. So you got all these positive cards and you just got the Devil card. Devil isn't like the devil, don't panic, but it's just your ego. And we all have an ego, but it's just this feeling of your ego kind of trying to ruin things. And I don't know, there's a feeling here of your ego trying to get the better of you, but you're not letting it. You're kind of giving it the silent treatment. Whether that be when you're making a decision, how you're acting, how you're talking to people, how you're treating people. Maybe people haven't treated you very well, but you've carried on treating them very kindly. And there's this ego part of you that's like, treat them how they treated you. There's this part of you that's like tapping you on the shoulder, like, but you could do that. You could come back at them. You've got an amazing comeback for what they just said to you. You could hit them twice as hard or 10 times as hard. And you're like, actually, I could, but I'm going to choose to ignore that. I'm going to choose to ignore that perfect comeback I have lined up, or I'm going to choose to bite my tongue. That's coming in at the end of the week, but I quite like that because it means, I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling with people trying to upset you and you kind of being like, I'm not going to bite back, I'm not going to do it. There's a feeling of like, why are people trying to upset you? Why are people trying to drag you down? You must be in a very good energy yourself. You must be vibrating very high for others to kind of want to pull you down or push you under in some way. Obviously it's not everyone. There's just a feeling of like towards the end of the week, you're like, I'm not letting them get to me. I'm going to rise above with the High Priestess. I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to bite my tongue because I have the perfect thing to say, just because I know what I should say. It's like you're aware that you will come back 10 times harder and hurt them more than they've hurt you. So you're like aware of your power and like, oh, careful. Can't say that. I just literally got like the message that you're like, I can't say that, I'll make them cry. That's what you're like, well, yeah, they can say that to me, but if I come back at them, I'm going to really upset them and make them cry, and I don't want to do that to them, so I'm just got to be careful. It's just like someone's poking a beast, and they don't realise it. That you're the beast, in a very nice way, in a very nice sense, Libra. With the Queen of Pentacles now coming out with the Queen of Wands, ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. You kind of have some type of creative endeavour, something you're imagining this week. You're going to make, or you have the potential, if you were to invest your time and energy into it, to make a significant amount of profit from an idea you've got. Along with that, I like that a lot because it seems separate from whatever your career is, whatever it is you're doing for work. You have an idea, you have something that's going to blossom if you keep feeding and watering it. Anyways, with the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, I feel like the reason I'm saying anyways is you already know this, but a lot of you are just ignoring it. You're like, anyways, moving on. You have the King of Yeah, the King of Cups with the Queen of Wands. So there's an energy of being very calm. There's someone around you that's very calm, very mature, very emotionally intelligent, very aware of others' feelings as well as his own. And then you have your energy. Somebody's very, very attracted to your pull. I don't know why I'm getting. It's also coming along with that devil card maybe too. Or if you like biting your tongue and knowing you can come back 10 times as hard. You're being a bit of a menace is the word coming in. You're being a bit more hard this week. Hard. It's just as if you're being more powerful. It's not that you're not being kind, but you're not putting on the normal niceties or festivities, or I don't know, if you're usually like overly approachable and very welcoming, this week there's something about you where you're so busy with your career, you're so busy with like your eye on the prize that you're not being overly kind and nice, but it's like at your core you're still kind. I want to emphasize that you're still kind, you're still a lovely person. You're just not going overboard to make others feel comfortable in your presence, if that makes sense. So for me to say that, maybe you have like a resting witch face. Maybe there's something about you that's quite standoffish, or people just assume you're not very nice, and you usually like overdo it, and you have to make sure people know that you come in peace and that you are kind and loving. Because this week you're just not having it. You're like, no, I don't need to prove anything. I am a good person, and if they want to think I'm not, it's fine. It just seems very much like you're standing in your power, and you're not afraid to scare anyone in that power. I don't know why I'm getting lions come through a lot. You could have Leo in your chart or be connected to a Leo heavily, because I'm just getting lions come through so strong. It's like, whoa. I've just seen 3 different lions in the cards after I've said that. Look, there's lions here. Oh, they're kind of lions. Okay, they're kind of lions, right? On the chariot card. And then in the top corners up here, there's lions. What are the chances? I didn't see those at all. But anyways, that's the thing. You've been acting as a cat. You've been acting as a cat or a kitten, right? Because you don't want to scare anyone. But this week you're like, okay, you can see my lion side. You can see my fiery side. I don't really mind. And somebody's really attracted to it. Whether it be your partner or someone that's coming into your life, someone's really attracted to kind of like the fiery side of you that you don't usually show because you're too scared to scare people. You don't want to worry or scare anyone with, I don't know, it's just like, and it's not even like you'll scare anyone. I feel like your power, oh, that was weird, is gonna, more than anything, like inspire people. They'll be like, I want to be more like Libra. Libra is so attractive when they're just acting themselves and not trying to put on a nice face. And I'm not saying you put on a face. Everybody puts on a face, don't they? Everybody puts on a face. And it's almost like you're taking that off completely and just being power. Like your own power is finally becoming aware to yourself and others at the same time. And you're not aware of the extent of that until you start to experiment a bit. You just got the Page of Swords come out with the Chariot. There's a feeling as well of nervous energy around success. Like you're successful or you're going to be successful. But then for some reason there's a little bit of like, ooh, can I keep this up? Can I handle this? Can I keep this going? Will this last? Whatever it is, you can, because you then have the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here for Libra? The Emperor. Okay. Whoa. Okay, if that's not power, I don't know what it is. That is the most powerful energy I've felt in a long time. Look at the King of Cups. Sorry, the Emperor. The Emperor with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about like hidden power. She knows a lot about a lot. She can feel into a lot. She's very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's very tapped in. She knows what she knows. She doesn't feel the need to prove what she knows to anybody. Very much the energy of your whole reading. You're not proving yourself. You know you're a good person. You know who you are. You know what you know because you know it. And you don't need to tell anybody how you know it, why you know it. You don't need to know that you know it at all. I don't know what I'm trying to say. With the Emperor, this is a feeling of being in control. he is in control at all times. He's very much boss energy. I feel like you're becoming in control and learning your power. You're learning the extent of what you have within you, and then learning how to tap into it, when to tap into it, when not to. And also, I don't know, if some of you are like training your psychic abilities or something, you could be unlocking a new clairvoyance or clairaudience, clairsentience, whatever it is, you already have it, but you're like, whoa, if I actually honed in on this, I can really use this as a skill. It's like you're using whatever it is you have naturally as a skill, and could even be becoming a business with that Emperor card. Also, very power couple energy as well, because you got the King of Cups, Queen of Wands here. Now you got the High Priestess and the Emperor. So it's like the bigger version of you and this person. The smaller version is this person is very, very emotionally in tune and very calm, very caring and loving, and you're very powerful. Okay, that's like on the minor side. Then on the bigger side, he's very powerful. He's very powerful. He's also very in control of his power and his emotions. And you're over here being extremely. It's so funny because it's complementing. It's so complementing. Your bigger energy is being very, very intuitive and empathetic and caring and just not needing to show it, right? And then on the outside, very attractive, very powerful, very confident, right? Nobody would know the extent of the emotions you hold within and the extent of the empathy that you hold. And then this person shows a lot of empathy on their sleeve. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They could cry a lot, right? That's how they are. And then on the inside, they're actually extremely in control. They're actually extremely in control. They're just choosing to show their more vulnerable and heartfelt side. It's so funny. It's like the opposite. It's the opposite. You're over here. You come across as someone extremely, extremely intimidating is the energy, and on the inside you're just this energy. You're like the universe, and you're not worried about intimidating anyone. It's just you being you in your world, experiencing life. And this person is coming off the opposite of intimidating, but on the inside they're extremely intimidating. They're extremely in control and in power, and I love that because you both have these things, but on minor and major scales, if that makes sense. You might not know who I'm on about yet either. This is someone coming in. You're going to meet them very soon. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Cold Tarot Tuesdays.